Hello, welcome to Saturday Night Sprints Cairo edition. Welcome. If you guys are watching the playback, let us know what you will, what you're going to be reading, what you're doing tonight. I'm going to be doing a little bit of editing so that I can get a video out to people because I vlogged for my birthday.
Yay.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a very nice day. But then I also will be reading Chaos and Flame, which apparently is just like, it's me in a book. Leo,
it would only be better if it was a Loki retelling and you had the Loki helmet. Then it would
right,
be
right. But I mean, there's dragons, so like,
yes,
it's fine.
And as I said, it's like Brianna, and then the Flame is Leo season. So
yeah,
this is true.
So anyway, that's what I'm going to be reading to get to Cairo. If it wasn't obvious by the book, I am reading for the red team. Finally, my wheel was finally.
It only took the 7th leg before you come to hang with us.
No kidding. I've read for the blue team twice and the green team twice. So it's fine. It's fine. What are you guys doing tonight?
I'm reading Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas.
To get to Cairo, right?
To get to Cairo. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Vampires during the Mexican-American War. So
can't go wrong there.
I don't think so.
Nice. Nice.
The cough comes at the worst times right now. I will be reading Shield Maiden. I will be audiobooking that. This is a Beowulf retelling that's really good so far. Really enjoying it. And I'm also going to be editing because I'm going to have a vlog up tomorrow for the previous 3 legs, and there will be a hint and a special something in it, so y'all have to stay tuned and watch it.
Ooh.
Yes, the vlogs with the hints are always fun. Let's see. Hello, excited to get some reading done tonight. Reading Handle with Care by Jodi Picoult.
Keep your tissues close. You always need tissues with her.
With her, yeah, no kidding. I feel like this, for me anyways, this was the easiest prompt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than New York.
It's pretty
literally
easy.
I just had to go to my Libro. It's like, oh, perfect. You're historical.
Right.
And right.
The only problem is like I'm kind of slowly turning into a mood reader, and I was like, but I want to read a romance.
There are historical romances with red covers.
This is true. But I was like, it's okay. I do need a fantasy. I need to like figure out how to get back into my fantasy era because I have so many that are calling me. I think I need to go back to get. I clicked on the one for tomorrow instead of today. It's fine. They have the same thumbnail. And also I almost clicked on tomorrow's studio instead of today's.
This is why I only do them one at a time so that I don't do that.
If I would have done that, I would not have remembered to do it tomorrow morning.
Well, see, I would have done it once this sprint started.
Fair. Well, I think it was because I had already done Sundays because that is my normal one, and then
this was a last minute one.
I'm filling in for Rye now. But it's okay. Also, I just woke up from a nap, so
I'm glad you got a nap.
I got like a 30-minute nap. It's fine.
Hey, any nap is a nap.
It is. I like haven't had any coffee today, which is weird for me.
Who are you and what have you done with Brianna?
Well, it's because we were running late, and I was like, we were literally gonna get to the funeral at with 5 minutes to spare, and I was like, we don't have time to stop and get coffee.
I assumed that was like the first stop you made after everything was done.
At that point, it's like late in the day, and I was like, okay, I'll just have. So I just got a Dr. Pepper with lunch.
Oh, gotcha.
So I've had caffeine. It just wasn't coffee.
Got you.
Good whatever time it is. Here until I finish Evelyn Hugo or fall asleep. Thoughts and prayers. In the best way possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's because they're, they have the same thumbnail. It's fine. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Reading the Book of Lost Names to get to Cairo. Very nice. Almost done with my Greece pick. That's fantastic. Hello, Neva. Are you working tonight? I think you are. Hello. Reading our share of night.
Ooh, I want to read that.
From Cairo. Very nice. Trying to finish Shadow in the Ember. Heard good things about Chaos and Flame. I have two, so I'm hopeful. It's a really pretty book, so I don't want to go in with too high of expectations. Reading Dear Enemy tonight. Determined to finish Babel tonight. Good luck. That
is one that I could never do in a readathon like this, where it's such a short amount of time, because I want to make sure I understand the book.
It took me 3 days to read 100 pages of that. And then I put
I
it down.
nod. Even though I'm the one that put that in the host favorite. I'm like, yeah, no, why would you do that? I put it there.
Well, and you weren't the only one, because Brittany also wanted it to be, and also Crystal, I think, also had it as a favorite, and I had to like tell them because you would get it first. You submitted for one.
I purposely chose things that I thought people wouldn't pick.
Right. Reading People We Meet on Vacation for Cairo. Nice.
That's a good one.
Love me some vampires.
I do, yeah.
Reading Cassandra in Reverse, and it's been interesting. This was one of the aardvark books, I think, this past month or the month before. So I'm seeing it go around quite a bit. Sightseeing already with Clockwork Angel. Nice.
Historical manga, yes. Which one?
Yeah.
There's lots of really good ones.
Nice.
Stop barking.
Trying to finish Razorblade Tears. Also, get your tissues ready for that one, because that one's intense. Trying to get to Santorini still. 70 pages left. I believe
you got it, Mindy. I believe in you.
Reading The Deep Sky, which is a sci-fi thriller.
Ooh.
Nice. I finally can read Babel for something. I mean,
the pages are great.
Best of luck to you. The book is great.
It's the best book there has ever been. Okay.
I mean, I've only read 100 pages of it, maybe a little over 100, and I already know it's going to be a 5-star read, but I have to keep putting it down because, like,
yeah,
it's taken so long to get those, and I'm annotating it.
It's also drenched in historical theory, so it helps if you've done 2 degrees in that first, but
yeah, no.
But also, I haven't, and I still am.
No, it's not inaccessible at all. It's just, I feel like,
yes,
yeah.
Hello, just started The Hobbit. Very nice. That's a fun one.
Taking on Tolkien in a readathon like this is also a choice.
Yeah, that's a ballsy move.
The Hobbit is not as bad.
It's true. It's not as dense as the others, but still.
Like that one
still
and
Tolkien.
Even Fellowship of the Ring, I feel like you could do.
Would I do it? Fuck no.
But it's gonna be a lot of points.
Hope you're on green team.
In the home stretch of City of Brass. I hope you're loving this. I
never finished that trilogy. I read City of Brass and I really enjoyed it, but I never kept going. I could not make myself pick up the other.
I still need to finish whatever it's called.
So yes, Lexi Katz. It's called Shield Maiden by Sharon Emmerichs. CHS on the end.
Nice.
But yeah, so far it's very, very good.
Nice.
Can I just say the dragon is also female, so I'm like all here for it.
Ooh. Reading my secret book to travel to Cairo, that only the red team chat knows about for reasons.
Yes.
Oh. Nice. I'm so glad that you're loving that.
That makes me so happy because other people are like, I'm getting burnout. I think I want to drop out. So we appreciate people who found their love of reading again. That's the whole
As long as you drop out of not the green team, it's okay.
I mean, it happens. Like life gets in the way, and this is definitely one of those like readathons that builds on itself.
But even if you can't do everything and you've done the first half of the month, that still helps the team.
It still is helpful
about your reading. So
exactly. Should be able to finish The Ghost in the Wedding Crashers shortly, but first food. That is important.
Food.
Derek's making salmon tonight. I'm very excited.
That sounds like death for me, so I will let you enjoy it.
Are you allergic to salmon?
I am allergic to fish.
Oh,
no.
That's like 90% of my protein.
I love fish so much. Yeah.
Husband is also allergic, so we're
At least
one of
I make
those-
it easy.
So, yeah. Briar, what are you doing, kid?
Oh yeah, okay, you are. You are working. Well, I hope you have a wonderful night at work. Reading a French book to get to Cairo.
Oh, oui, oui, en français.
Listen, I mean, if you wanted to, you could try to read Les Mis.
You could not read that in 3 days, period.
You could. It's what
We
did we
have discussed the logistics of it.
1,400 plus pages. You
We're
know.
like, if you did it on 3 times speed, you could do
And
it
that's
in, like,
all you did for 3 days. Then
Yeah, you'd have to just sit there with it. And I
nothing
think
else.
that would be mad because I love Les Mis. I love Victor Hugo.
The only
but-
other way you could do it is if you did an abridged version, not the full unabridged one.
Right.
Yeah.
If you did an abridged version, like that's going to be like 700 pages probably, but yeah, you could do
it's
it.
still longer than most things.
Yeah.
Truth.
But I feel like this is something we talked about like before. Cal and I did was like, this is theoretically possible if you just sat still for a whole weekend.
Which is what I'm notoriously so good at, is
Right.
just focusing on my book for a whole weekend.
I mean, if your brain decided that was what it was going to hyper focus on for the weekend, it would work.
If
Unfortunately, we don't get to pick that.
yeah, if
Reading a lot of stuff. Jar of Hearts, listening to For Twice My Life. Nice. You have so many books going on right now. This is a mood. I feel like you'll eventually figure it out, but be continuing the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I hope that you love it.
Keep the tissues handy.
Keep the tissues handy. It is.
This is what we do.
It is. This is my very comfortable sweatshirt because it's not like super warm. It's like almost like beach towel material on the inside, so it's not like, you're not sweating through it.
But at the same time, like your overhead fan in your room doesn't make your arms cold.
Exactly.
Speaking of, I'm probably gonna go get me a little sweater once we start sprinting so that my arms aren't cold.
Reading One Piece Omnibus for Greece. Nice.
Great choice. Everything is coastal in One Piece.
Do not eat while reading Razor Blade Tears. Good to know.
my brain just took that as don't eat razor blades.
Also, a good idea. Historical theory. I missed when our discipline developed some theory. I mean,
Tegan, wow.
oh, that's right. This is your college friend. I was like, this is a little bit of a weird comment from a perfect stranger.
I guess like other kinds of theory you can apply to history. There's historical theory.
Sure.
Yeah, there is. It's just maybe it's not exclusively historical.
No, it's not really as accessible as scientific theory.
Favorite book from the last leg? I only read 2.
No, it was the Talia Hibbert book. The Fake Boyfriend Fiasco is gonna end up on my favorite books of the year.
Nice.
So good.
Ooh.
I read 2 really good books the last leg, so this is hard for me to choose. Because I read Love Theoretically,
Oh, nice.
which I actually liked better than I liked Love Hypothesis. So
Did you read Love on the Brain?
I did, and I didn't like it.
See,
That one is my least favorite. That is number 3 for me.
See, I hated Love Hypothesis.
I remember that.
Love Hypothesis is very middle of the road for me. It's not great, but it's not bad.
I hated that.
I
book.
liked Love Theoretically quite a bit.
Okay, that gives me hope.
Love on the Brain I did not enjoy, but at the same time, it felt like a clone of the Love Hypothesis to me because I read Love Hypothesis first.
Yeah,
So I think that's why.
I mean, she writes the same characters.
Let's be real. At least in the Love Hypothesis, they have different hair colors.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
I know we're branching out a little bit,
That's crazy.
but like the actual context of the actual story was interesting enough, and like based on something that actually happened, that it made it very interesting for me. So,
reading The Collected Regrets of Clover. If reading Evelyn is emotional damage, what the fuck would reading Les Mis be?
It would be maddening. It would be maddening. The chapter into Leviathan's bowels would be maddening.
yeah. So the other one was a female, which I loved. So I can't choose between the two that I read in the last look. Oh wait, what manga was it?
Oh yeah, what?
I want to know which manga this is, so I can tell you whether it's worth reading or not.
There you go. Shay is the manga genius over here. Nachos for dinner. Nice. Also, I've already read 28.
We're doing Costa Vida for dinner, so I might do Costa Vida nachos for dinner.
Costa Vida is superior to Cafe Rio, and
period. End of story. Amen.
End of story. And I don't know why people don't agree with that.
It's the rice difference. They like the rice at Cafe Rio better, and I'm like, that rice is garbage. No, thank you.
It's gross.
It's gross.
The only thing, Cafe Rio's pork is better than Costa Vida's, but I just don't do the pork at Costa Vida. A couple books people mentioned are tempting too. This is the problem with a prompt dropping and then everyone being like, oh, I'm gonna read this, and you're like, oh yeah,
that sounds good. Wait, what?
Hello. Having fun with this readathon. I've read so many books. Nice. Yeah, it's also like kind of forced people to read like books that weren't necessarily on their immediate TBR, which has been fun. Also, we love this for you, Neva.
Clearly, I need to read A Fake Boyfriend Fiasco.
Okay, you've read the Brown Sisters, right?
Yeah.
I texted Aoife and I said, is Nick better than Zaf?
Uh-oh. Zaf is best boyfriend in Brown.
I know.
Uh-oh.
They're very similar in tone, and he is Nick, the character in this one, is the anxiety-ridden teddy bear.
Oh shit. I love anxiety-ridden teddy bears. I'm married to an anxiety-ridden teddy bear. Damn it. Clearly, I need to read this sooner rather than later.
And it's only like 215 pages, and they just redid the cover for it, and it's absolutely adorable. So yes, I did buy it.
I've been seeing the cover, so
it's
yeah.
so cute. So yes, hashtag socks, which was the sex box.
Oh, okay.
It went to toys faster than Eve did.
Okay, I'm good with this though.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's so good.
Right?
Seaside Strangers is really cute. I need to keep going with that one.
Okay.
Yes, Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. I will die for those two. Yes, read it. It is amazing historical gay story. Yes.
Nice.
The men are in love with each other, and I'm all over it.
Nice.
That's what we like.
Yes. See? Chibi Jirachi gets it.
Yes. Just requested Fake Boyfriend Fiasco from my library. Nice. This is my favorite thing about the readathon. Books I always meant to get around to, but forgot existed until a prompt dropped. My my TBR.
My Libra arcs are going down so fast. I'm so happy because I had like 41 and I'm down to like 34 now. So I'm like, we're keeping away at a good this month.
I'm almost at 300, and so now we're down a little bit from that. It's fine. We don't.
When it comes to my Libra arcs, I am very selective with what I get. Like, I'm very, like, my physical TBR. We're not going to talk about it. Like, it's a.
Oh yeah, no, that's what my physical TBR number is.
Yeah, no, my physical. We're not talking about my physical TBR because there's a manga TBR and a book TBR, and both are insane. Yeah. So we're not going to talk about it. But we're going to quickly mention that I get everything half off because I work at Barnes and Noble. So it's really hard to say no. I mean, I came home with a Funko Pop and 3 books today. So
I would like to point out that Aoife's response to Nick or Zaf was yes. Who is that?
His name is Asahi. He is an anxious little bean on a volleyball team.
Oh, I love
from
him.
Haikyuu, and he is my favorite. He is my precious child. I cry every time his arc starts. And
It's not available on KU. I think the Kindle is like $2.99 or something like that.
yeah, her stuff is never very expensive on Kindle, so it's worth the money.
Her
anytime.
other one, though, the Roommate Risk, is free this week on Kindle
Uh-huh.
because she just redid that cover, so she was like promoting it. Hello, Becca. Dishes are done, so it's time to read. Nice. Having sushi and just finished Tower.
Oh my gosh, that new cover! What the? Yeah, it's $2.74 on Kindle.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
That new cover, what the heck? It's so pretty.
I know.
For the love, I'm buying it.
You're like, oh no, it ended up.
Buy now, one click. Oh no! Oh no! It is now on my Kindle. Oh no! I now need to read it. Yes, Haikyuu is very good. I love it. It's one of my favorite series.
All right. Well, we are going to do some sprints. So let's pull this up. And we will see you all in 45 minutes. Go forth and be productive. Or don't. Just chill. It's cool.
now boarding flight AMZ 328 to Cairo.
Hello, welcome back. We also were joined by a Margaret and a Rye.
Hello.
Is it less chaotic in your house today?
Yeah, she actually went to, so we only let her nap for like an hour and a half, and she went to bed on her own, but we'll see if she
Stays there?
stays there and doesn't escape in the middle of the night. He opens up doors now. So
Fantastic.
and we're downstairs, and so like during the daytime she can, walk downstairs, but don't want her walking downstairs in the middle of the night. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But it's been like the other night she was up till 11 o'clock.
Oh no.
Like that's why I didn't want to know how it was gonna be like to host sprints. I was like, I don't know if she'll go to bed or if I'm gonna be laying on the floor
No,
for
that's
11
not
o'clock at night. So I'm like, I can't. Yeah, I'm like, so I can't guarantee that it's gonna
yeah.
go. So I'm hoping.
Well, I'm glad that you could make it.
Thank you.
I got 9 minutes edited of my video. Also, the website that I use for my music is apparently crashing, and it's so slow.
Who do you use?
Thematic.
Oh, okay. I use Epidemic Sound, and I never have problems with them.
I've never had problems, but like it wants to take 5 minutes to load, and I was like, I cannot sit here and like test music if it's gonna take 5 minutes. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll go find stuff I've already downloaded.
Mhm.
Yep. But I should finish the next sprint. Finish editing. Then I can read. Cal thinks he wants to be back.
It's not my fault.
How was your sprint?
Well, Chrome kept crashing, so difficult. It was difficult.
I'm sorry. Did you get some reading done?
I did, like a chapter.
Nice.
That's good.
Yep.
Nice. Shay, how's your editing going?
So my edit is now done. So that is good.
That's good.
Thankfully it all came together really easily. And when I vlog like this, I don't tend to do high editing.
Me neither.
So I'm like, I don't have the time or the energy for that. And because I was sick for so much of this vlog, I don't have 10,000 clips like I normally do. So it made it a lot more concise, which is great.
You're like, what is this? I'm not talking too much.
And then I got my little secret clip in there. It's all good.
Nice.
So yeah, I should have that up for my members in the next sprint because it's almost done exporting. But I did get a little more into Shield Maiden, and I'm really enjoying it.
Fantastic. Rye, what are you up to tonight?
So I started just getting things organized just because it's crunch time for us just to get ready for school. But now I'm relaxing and I'm reading for something else. I had to take a break. I had to pause for a minute and I'm reading The Quiet Tenet. And so this is for Lexi's like Patreon that she did, where we were like given a book. We don't know who gave it to us. We have to read it.
Oh, fun.
On recommendations. So I'm reading The Quiet Tenet right now. So
Nice. Margaret, what are you up to tonight?
Well, I'm going to be doing more of my Medicare stuff, and I want to edit. I have a video that's going to go up tomorrow. I just filmed the final clip for it, so I just have to do all the like thumbnail and everything, and turn on monetization. Anyways, but I'm taking a break from the Secret Project, and I'm reading Witch Hat Atelier.
I love Witch Hat. That one is so good.
I'm enjoying it. Like, it ended on kind of a cliffhanger, so I was like, I want to read this. I want to read this now.
It is way more political than you would think, but it is so good. So good.
I can definitely see it already with what's going on kind of in the setup of the first one.
Uh-huh.
So,
that just escalates even more. Like, by the end of the second volume, you're going to be like, this is very different than the first volume. And it keeps going that way. And like in a good way, though, not in a bad way.
Yeah. So.
And the nice thing I love about this series is there are some scenes that could be triggering to people. And they give you a content warning right before the chapter starts.
Oh, that's
nice.
This is becoming a regular thing in manga. I've come across several series that are doing that. And I love it.
Tomome Shirahama is someone who draws for Marvel and DC. So it makes sense that they would be like aware of that already. I don't know how the content warnings kind of conversation goes in Japan, but like the fact that they already know about that.
Well, that's nice that it's even like just like right there at the chapter rather than even like we would love to have it at the beginning of books. That would be fantastic.
That's
But
really
to have
cool.
it like, hey, in the next page, it's gonna be this.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because they're I don't know if this is a monthly or a weekly, but like they're released in one part, so it makes sense that right before that.
Yeah,
chapter,
with manga, they're released a chapter at a time.
Yeah, it would make sense that right before that chapter, that's where the trigger warning is.
That makes sense.
Because that's like like when you're reading Lore Olympus, where it gives you the trigger right before you're reading the chapter
Right,
that contains
'cause
the
it's a web-
trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar thing.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
Oh,
Anyways.
Crystal is here. Also, if you haven't gone and watched her premiere, you should go. Well, it's our premiere, but you should go and watch the video.
I love Kristen Hanna, so I love that you're reading a Kristen Hanna.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love Kristen Hanna.
And Aoife has left us because sleep is winning, but we'll see her tomorrow.
So valid.
Valid. Reading the Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi on page 70. Would love to get to page 200 tonight. I believe it.
Totally doable. You got this.
Totally doable. Hello. Reading Murder on Union Square by Victoria Thompson. Loving the prompt as it gives me a good reason to read the next book I need to read in the Gaslight series.
Nice.
I need to get rid of Discord because it's nice. That's like literally just the theme in my vlogs is like, hold on, I'll start talking and then it'll start popping up and I'm like, hold on, be right back.
That's so funny.
Not participating in the readathon, but glad for the sprints. You are always welcome. We have sprints all the time. So come be productive with us. Listening to Agatha Raisin and The Potted Gardener. Nice. Reading Siren Queen and eating dinner. Also fed the dog first, of course. I mean, if you don't feed the dog first, then you will not have peace when you eat dinner.
Exactly. This is why I have cats, not dogs.
I feel
my
the-
dog-
Plus, I'm just not home enough for dogs, so I can't give them the kind of quality of life they deserve, which is why I have cats. Because they're pretty self-sustaining. They'll get attention when they want it. As long as their litter's clean, they have food and water, they're pretty happy.
This is why I have more than one dog, because then they can entertain themselves.
I feel so the opposite, where you give a dog food and let it out and give it a good life, and it is quiet. And cats make noise just because they know how.
My cats are pretty quiet most of the time.
That's good.
Paladin's a snot, and when he wants attention, he'll yell. But otherwise, they're pretty quiet.
That's good. I probably wouldn't feel homicidal about them then.
Maybe this is your cat.
Our dog would lay under the table, like want to be with us when we were eating, like company. Like I can't tell you how many times she was my footrest.
Oh yeah.
But like because we didn't, we made a point very early on of not feeding her from the table.
Uh-huh.
She never developed that habit.
Yeah.
So.
You know what Cassie did last night? Tricked Emma into giving her second dinner. Because Cassie never begs. Cassie's not like, she's not the one that begs for kid. Like 5 o'clock hits and Briar's in the kitchen, like,
Where's my food?
right. But
Gimme,
it never
gimme.
Cassie really. Like Cassie's not like that. So Alex had fed them dinner last night, and then Emma came home from work, and Cassie goes and begs, like wags her tail by her kibble bowl, and was like, "It's time, it's time." And Emma's like, "Briar would lie about this, but you wouldn't."
She plays you.
Like Briar is on to something.
Yeah. Well, it worked. It worked.
That's
Yeah.
so funny. Lost my ability to focus when my mom passed away in 2004. I'm so sorry. Normal for me is 1 to 2 books a month. I'm on book 20 this month. Oh my
Look at
Wow.
you go.
That's awesome.
You know what? That's normal though when you go under mental stress. That's what not the same, but mental stress is what killed my focus.
Right.
So
But I'm so glad that you are
I'm glad
having
you're on
fun
book
with this.
20. That was fun.
Started my first sightseeing book, Empire of Gold. Got 66 pages in. Nice.
Were you just reading City of Brass? Or was that someone else?
No, that was somebody else.
That was somebody else. Okay.
I think there's a couple people reading City of Brass actually.
I mean,
Nice.
considering we're in Cairo, like
It kind of works
tracks.
perfectly.
Yeah, I feel like you can't get a better book than that. For
Legitimately, it tracks.
Yeah. Got here in the middle of the sprint, but I read 30 pages. Welcome. Only have 9
I was asleep.
left. Yes, mute us. You've probably already finished by now. Read 25 pages of A Curious Beginning. Reading's going a bit slowly tonight. That's okay. Sometimes we just need evening off. Got to 64% of Clockwork Angel. I want to say 47%. Who knows? Nice.
My favorite Cassandra Clare. One of my favorite Cassandra Clare books.
That trilogy is the superior trilogy. 29%.
Yeah,
It's 27 pages left. You should also mute us.
Yeah.
Finished One Piece for Greece. Now going to start the Moon Bridge for Cairo. Nice. Got to 80% of my audiobook. Finished reading. Nice. Have about 50 pages left of The Adventures of Amin Al-Sarafi. Hello.
Hey, Elena.
Crocheted a baby blanket for a coworker and watched Drag Race. Nice.
Fun.
Got 17 pages read. This thing that time around. Nice. Sorry, there's like a conversation happening in the chat. Picked up
We don't need to do that.
Rose. I know. I just like I don't want to pull up like the second half of a conversation and then be really confused. Picked up A Feast for Crows for my In Real Life book club. Going to read a few chapters and pick up Evelyn Hugo. There's a lot of people reading Evelyn for Cairo too, which I am for. At the airport heading to San Francisco. Well, I hope you have a wonderful flight and have fun in San Francisco. I don't know what you're doing, but I hope you have fun. All dogs are chaos demons. They're either chaos demons or they are potatoes. There's no in between.
I mean, mine are chaotic, but they're never loud. Like
You don't have loud, like golden retrievers are not known for being loud.
No. And if they tried to become loud, they would learn a swift and hard lesson.
10% in. Nice. Brother's dog is pretty quiet. Prefer to sleep on a dog bed. Yeah, older dogs are nice that way. And like Doyle the potato, we love him. If he's barking at something, the end of the world is actually happening, or we're gonna die.
Sorry, he's what?
I said if Doyle is barking, then
okay.
like we are gonna die.
It's like the dog version of if I'm running, you run.
Yes.
Porto's like that. The girls will bark at just like, somebody opening a door or whatever, be like a wolf or two. But Porto never barks. Like he only makes those pathetic little Wookiee noises. That's
how Doyle is.
Yeah.
But if he runs out and starts barking at something, it's probably an axe murderer.
Or another
dog. Up to 23% of Jasmine Throne. Nice. I really wanted to read that book for this prompt, but I didn't get yellow. And then I was like, I pulled the book up and I was like, the front is kind of red. And then I flip it over. It's completely yellow. And I was like,
You're like, crap, I can't quite read.
Yeah. I was really hoping that the back would be red. And so then it would work. My cat begs for food. Give him a taste. And then he doesn't want it. That seems like a cat. Surprise Clockwork Angel wasn't one of your favorites.
I mean, it is, but like it's in a trilogy of 3 of my favorite books that Cassandra Clare has ever written.
The third one is the best.
I was saying your favorite one is Clockwork Princess.
My favorite one is Clockwork Princess, I do believe. I would actually marry Will Herondale. We'll put it that way. And I do not feel weird about saying that since he is currently an adult.
There you go.
Well, he's currently long dead.
He's currently long dead.
That too. He did die about 200 years ago.
No.
Something.
When did he die?
So he died like probably 120 something years ago.
I thought he died in the 50s. Will Heron. I'm going to figure this out right now.
I'm sure there's a way.
Will Herondale, that if he died in the 50s, that would be like 80 years ago.
He died in June of 1937.
So that's almost 100 years ago. I wasn't too far off.
You said over 200 years ago. That was your
first time now. I amended it.
Cal is definitely closer.
That's a good way for a cat to get knocked across the room. If they were mine, I would not. I'm not awake that early in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I have no control over my actions if I'm not awake in the morning.
that is okay. If you are behind, you're still helping your team out.
Yes.
Yes. But we're do sprints tonight. We'll do at least 3 sprints tonight, depending on how we all feel at that point. And then tomorrow we'll do sprints for 6 hours or so. Will is dead.
He had to be dead because he's fictional, so he was never alive in the first place.
Okay, Margaret just doesn't like being wrong about the dates. Shut up, guys. He's not real. It doesn't even matter.
Would also marry Magnus. I'm not lying. I would also marry Magnus. He has grown on me. Like, I did not truly appreciate him when I was reading those books the first time around. But now I would be giving Alec a run for his money.
I do love them.
Would die for Anna Lightwood. Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we do another sprint?
Sure.
Maybe my food will be heated up by now.
There you go. All right. Well, then
I will order my dinner during this sprint.
No. Okay. I'll see you in 45 minutes.
now boarding flight AMZ 328 to Cairo.
Hello, welcome back. In the event that I decide to go offline because we just got a huge windstorm, Cal's going to take over.
Oh, you're so lucky if that happens. I'm such a good host.
You can just end the stream. Or do whatever you want. Just please don't, demonetize me. But how did that sprint go for you?
I got dinner, and I read some pages.
I read a chapter and a half, and I also went down a research rabbit hole. But also now I'm learning that this takes place in El Paso. So now I'm more excited to read it because of a stupid connection in my brain to 911. So I'm good. I'm going to get into it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shay is eating dinner, so she will be with us when she gets back. How's your reading going, Rai? Oh, you're muted.
I only got to page 7. I got distracted by I don't even know what.
That's what I was going this afternoon. I was like, how was that a 45-minute sprint?
That went by really fast. I mean, I'm interested in the story. It's interesting because like one of the point of views is like told in second person. So it's very different to read.
Nice. All right. So I finished editing my video, and then while it was exporting, I read 20 pages of this. And I mean, it's so early on, but it's like it's a school with dragons, so that's cool.
Nice.
Why people aren't picking it up after Fourth Wing, I don't know.
What book is it? Chaos and Flame?
Called Chaos and Flame, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
YA, but it's definitely older YA.
I'm intrigued.
So it's it's so far I'm not hating it, but it's 20 pages in, so like
nice.
A lot can
happen. I don't know where I was in the comments. It's fine.
I read 73 pages that time.
Nice.
So I think I'm about halfway through.
Nice. Currently reading Outlander and enjoying it, but it's slow going. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay, your readathon shirt arrived. That's fantastic. 50 pages, 67% through my Cairo book. Nice. It's weirdly like it looks very green out there, like we're gonna have a tornado, which is weird because there are no tornadoes in Utah.
So random.
I know. It's basically like because of the hurricane in California, it's like pushing weather up to us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So worked some more, ate a veggie burger at home, and then Ale brought me a latte from a local cafe. Fun. Loved Outlander books, reading Lonesome Dove and Harry Potter. Nice. Got to 77% of Clockwork Angel and finished a volume of manga. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, you guys are like in the ring, like not where the actual storm is, but the outlying rings.
Yeah, we're getting the.
We're gonna have a fun couple days.
It's just gonna be rain. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Which we need it because we haven't had we had a really wet July and then haven't had anything for like 3 weeks.
It's gonna be rainy, gross, and windy.
Do what?
Oh, I said it was gonna be rainy, gross, and windy for a few days, probably.
Probably. That's fine. I don't need to do anything until I would prefer it to stop raining by Tuesday, only because I have dog training and I don't, and it's very muddy at the barn.
I'm sure God will pencil that in.
You know, if he's taking requests. 17% into my book. Goal is to get 25% before going to bed. Nice. 34 pages read. 12% left in my book. Mute us and just continue reading. Got to 50% in Queen of Shadows. Did not read. Went down a rabbit hole of NSYNC reunion theories. As one must do sometimes.
Love that.
Page 55 of Siren Queen. This is odd in all of the good ways. Nice. Finally managed to finish the adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi. What a great read. I'm glad that she liked it. It was a wild ride for sure. Done 254 pages today. Wow. It's almost 3 a.m. I really should sleep, but I don't want to. Sleep is important.
You need sleep.
Read about 30 pages. Nice. Got 18 pages read. Cal left us. It's fine. Cal's having serious.
We're in trouble if you win now, because then we have nobody.
Now I'm out of it. Come back. Read 112 pages. It's not saying that I have an unstable connection now. So the only reason why we would is if we actually lost power. But we haven't had any even light flickering or anything.
Okay.
So we should be fine. Read 112 pages, made it to 45%. Yeah, getting rain in here in California. What's been really funny is watching the California TikToks because apparently it's also tarantula mating season in Southern California. So there's like tarantulas and also tropical storm. You know, San Diego things. What? Send the rain to Washington. Yeah. I mean, hopefully, once this storm breaks up, Washington will get some of it. I imagine. All right. Shall we do another sprint? It will likely be the last sprint just because I don't want to tempt fate with the weather.
Understandable.
You know, but we will have sprints tomorrow too, provided that the weather is also going to cooperate. I feel like we have less power issues in the day than we do at night. So tomorrow should be fun. If not, Cal can host. I'm just volunteering you to do things.
Wait for tomorrow?
If the weather decides tomorrow it also wants to be stupid.
Tomorrow. I didn't make these plans. My mother and my aunt informed me that they were coming to do gardening in my yard.
Oh.
And then informed me they were bringing also my cousins. So I don't exist tomorrow.
Oh, that's a bummer. Okay.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
We'll figure it
yeah.
out.
I mean,
Good night.
it'll be fun, but I won't read. That's for sure.
Bummer.
Yeah.
You know, you could just have an earbud in. Because you at least have an audiobook now.
I do. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good because you finished your wherever we were last.
Greece?
Huh? Greece.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a thing. All right. Well, we're gonna do one last sprint. All right.
All right.
Guys, in 45 minutes.
Bye. Wait, not bye.
now boarding flight AMZ 328 to Cairo.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
I have returned.
Yay! How was Costa Rica?
It was delicious.
Nice.
I
did
had a
not-
burrito. He had a salad.
Nice. The burrito's usually my go-to too.
Mm-hmm.
Smothered.
So yummy.
I didn't do any reading. I ate dinner and watched Jess's announcement for the Summer Scare Readathon, which you should totally check out.
Yay! I was gonna say, as I'm going to bed tonight, I plan on watching Crystal's video and Jess's video.
Yes, go support your team captains because they're doing things in September.
I'll have a similar type announcement on Monday.
I'll have a similar type announcement on Thursday.
I will never have a similar type announcement.
I'll have that announcement in November.
There you go.
Yeah,
So-
30 and 30 is back. So
What is 30 and 30?
30 volumes of manga in 30 days.
Ah.
So the goal is a volume of manga a day. So it's really doable for most people.
Especially since you've been doing like 5 a day.
Depends on the day. When I'm sick, I can read through a crap ton of stuff.
Right.
Now that I'm back to real life, 1 a day is manageable.
Fair. Fair.
I think I'm going to
after-
spend it reading. I'm going to try to read 30 volumes of One Piece.
Oh, nice.
That's specifically going to be my goal because my goal was to read the entire series in 2023. I don't think that's going to happen, but
Knowing how long One Piece is,
I'm 30 volumes in at this point. My goal was to read 2 volumes a week. Which,
yeah, how
when
many
you
volumes?
think about it, is doable, but I would be reading literally nothing else.
Right.
How many volumes are we up to?
There's 103 published in
Wow.
English.
That's so many.
Mm-hmm. I also have to do my Yona along reading this weekend. So
Oh, fun.
Oh, nice. I have the first book or the first volume.
I love Yona. It's perfect for this prompt too.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I'll pick up for my sightseeing book when I finally finish my travel book.
There you
There
go.
you go.
So
I didn't mean to sidetrack this. Hi.
No, you're good. Cal, how was your sprint?
It was good. I read actually a lot. I'm on page 63.
Nice.
Yeah. And considering I started this, this pretty good, right? I'm literate and I'm liking it. I feel like it's moving at a nice pace and it's like building these characters really well. And I am into the concept of
What's happening?
Yeah, I'm just into it. Like
Nice.
there do be vampires, and I don't know if I understand what they're up to, but they're there, you know?
So what you're saying is that they are better vampires than Court of the Undying season?
Yeah. Man, because at least right now I think they're more like spooky vampires than sexy vampires at this point. Like
Gotcha.
like the very first chapter, it's
Sometimes spooky vampires are more what you need than the
It
sexy
really is.
vampires.
right. And I
But
think
sometimes you just need sexy vampires.
that fits into the 1840s in the middle of a war, like a colonizing war type environment.
Yeah,
right?
that
Like,
tracks.
yeah, it's like 2 kids, they're walking along at night, they've snuck out of their house, and they get attacked by a vampire. That's a good opening. It's a good
Mhm.
times. And then
Right.
he thinks she's dead, and then he flees to El Paso. El Paso, Eddie Diaz. We're having a great time.
There we go.
Did you read this sprint, Shay?
I did. So total today, I am 86% of the way through my audiobook.
Wow, nice.
So I've gotten a lot more reading done today than I thought I would, considering I was at work.
Yeah.
So I was by myself basically for the first 2 hours of work, which isn't normal for me. So I was able to get a good chunk of reading in then.
Nice.
Plus I have my commute and then what I've been getting done here tonight.
Nice.
So I've got, at the speed I'm currently reading at, 39 minutes left.
Oh, yeah. So you'll do it. You'll finish
Nice.
up before you go to bed.
Yeah, for sure.
It's still early.
Yes. As I say, it's not even that late, but then again, I'm tired. I might just go to bed.
Also, it's like super stormy and you just kind of the vibes.
As I say, it's already like so dark outside and it's usually still pretty light.
Yeah.
So
Margaret, how did you do?
I finished volume 2 and started volume 3 of Witch Hat Atelier.
Nice.
Love
So
that.
like you couldn't not
Oh,
jump right into
Ricky
volume 3.
Right? I had to wait because I was reading them as they came out. So you are lucky, ma'am.
Well, I'm gonna probably get caught up pretty quickly, and then I have to wait again.
Uh-huh.
So,
And they're slow releases. They're like one every 4 to 5 months.
mm-hmm.
Because we're mostly current with Japan, so.
Yeah. Do you know if this one was a monthly or a weekly when it's the way it's released?
I believe that one, I don't know. It might have been bi-weekly because they do have some of
Okay.
those.
Yeah, because it makes sense if it's like
Moment, let me.
While you're looking, we'll go through some
it
of
makes sense how like something like the last time I was reading these was like Naruto would get a volume every couple months, although it was a lot slower back then versus something that's like a monthly manga.
Yeah, so they're up to 12 in Japan, and we have 10 out in English.
Okay.
But we're catching up to them. Let's see.
There you go. Got you 85% of Clockwork Angel. Have about 2
So it's looking like it's once a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice. Then you're gonna read another volume of manga. Nice. 35% into Siren Queen.
Nice choice, by the way.
Right?
We love some Nevo in the house.
Yeah. Plus some extra.
Gosh, I
cuties.
do have Mammoth at the Gates. Maybe I'll bring that in.
Finished my Greece sightseeing book and going to start to my Cairo. Nice.
Yay, Chibi, let's go.
Yay.
I'm really liking it, Katie. So hopefully I'll continue to like it, and then I can give it a glowing recommendation, and then everyone else can enjoy it too.
There you go.
And then I can quickly download it from the Libro influencer arcs because I still have some available.
I'm not gonna lie, I download them if I'm even slightly remotely interested in them, and then maybe I won't always review them right away.
And see, I'm one of those, like, unless I think I'm going to read it in the next 6 months, I try to not. Because I was trying most of this year to be very, very good about my TBR, but that has since gone out the window.
Fair. I'm doing better
30
with
and 30, things like that. I'm hoping I can do a little.
I'm doing better with NetGalley, but Libro, and the only reson I do it is
my NetGalley is so bad. I still have stuff from like February of last year.
Oh,
I am so behind.
Like
my more recent stuff, I'm getting to faster than the old stuff.
That's
the
the
problem.
thing. Like I'm not interested in this anymore.
I'm tempted to. My score is good enough. I could go through on a bunch of them and say I'm no longer interested, and I would still be okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's a publisher I'm not madly in love with, I would be okay with that.
Right. But no, I did, like, there was a Libra one where I didn't get the book, the ALC copy, and then like the next month everyone was talking about it.
And you're like, crap.
So now I'm like, if it's even like remotely in my wheelhouse.
Well, like the one I'm currently doing, it's not out till I think October.
From Libro?
Yeah, my Libro arc, like the actual book isn't out till October.
Oh, I thought they only did them like that they were coming out that week, that month. Cool.
No.
Oh.
Not true. Oh, never mind. This has been published a while ago. I lied.
Maybe just in certain countries?
Possibly.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I thought Barnes & Noble said it wasn't out till October. So maybe it was a UK published.
Right.
Maybe it was a UK published and it's not being published in the US until then. That would be my guess. That would explain it being a Libro arc.
I had to argue with a Barnes & Noble employee one day because they were like, I think it was Crescent City.
Okay.
I went on release day to pick it up and there wasn't anywhere in stock. And they're like, no, that doesn't come out for 2 more weeks. And I'm like on Amazon and I'm like, it's right here. And they're like, well, we don't have any. I'm like, I promise you do. But it's fine. I'll just order it on Amazon.
The thing is, like, it can be like available, but Barnes & Noble has very strict rules where sometimes they cannot put a book out until
Crescent City's release day.
Right.
So I think it was
and that's just somebody being an idiot and doesn't want to deal. Or
doesn't want to go
they legitimately didn't have any and didn't want to tell you.
Potentially that. But it did seem like that person was like brand new. And I was just like, okay, I'll just go get it on Amazon. It's fine.
Yeah, because I know they have really strict on sale dates. So
certain books
I don't know. I would look
yeah.
up to see what Barnes and Noble site said that it was coming out, because they may have to abide by their contract, even if Amazon
Maybe
they will send it out.
Yeah. I was just like, it was, you know.
The only time Barnes and Noble really, if it's a strict on sale, the only time they can break that is if they have a Barnes and Noble exclusive edition.
Really?
Then they don't care if you put it out early, because
didn't know
that's
that.
more money in Barnes and Noble's pocket.
Ah.
Interesting.
That's the only time the
Huh.
publisher will allow them to break it, because they have an exclusive thing.
Which I guess would also be the case for like other exclusive editions. Like if Indigo has an exclusive edition.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, they don't. It's funny that they're like so picky about it with the big bestsellers, which are the ones you know are going to sell, because they do it because they want that to be counted to the first week of sale.
Right.
But then if it's a smaller author, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Manga is very rarely strict on sale. So sometimes we'll get volumes of manga like 3 weeks early. And I'm like, why is this already here? I'm glad, being a reviewer, that I can get it early and tell everybody about it. But
it affects their day of sales. Like
it does.
Yeah, it does. I had a friend that used to go, because Publix, where we live, Publix is really bad about honoring strict on sale dates with like, and the one that I knew specifically that they did this with was Rick Riordan's books.
Oh, wow. I was
yeah,
gonna say,
so
we literally, like, my store made Oprah mad.
Oh, really?
The social media person at the time, this was before my time, so this was years ago, posted that we had the book in stock publicly before release date.
Oh, no.
So literally Oprah's team was on our store. Like, they called us, they threatened to sue. Like, it was a whole big thing.
Oh, no.
Yes. Oh,
No,
no.
Like,
Right.
no.
You don't want to make Oprah mad.
Don't make Oprah mad.
Oprah is the kind of
that works
person
at
that gives
Barnes.
cars away. You do not want to make the person mad. She has enough money to
She
literally.
has the money to make it not worth your while. No, I had a friend that went to Barnes and Noble, and she would go, because like the Barnes and Noble and the Publix were both in the same plaza, and she would go and report Publix for not honoring strict on sale dates, because Rick Riordan is one of the ones that has a strict on sale.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway.
So we are gonna have fun, like, swag things to give you when you buy the new Percy Jackson at Barnes.
Ooh,
Like, they have
you
gift
can
with
order
purchase
it.
stuff. It's really fun.
Is that just a your store thing, or is that a
All
store
Barnes and
wide?
Nobles.
Great. I need all of the details.
They're just fun little, like, gimmicky things. Like,
yeah.
one is like, find your Greek name, so it's a way to translate it, so you have your name in Greek.
Oh, I know what mine is in Greek.
And then, like, a word search thing. Like, it's just little fun stuff that kids would love. And I love that we have that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
For kids' books. So
the original root of my name is actually a Greek word.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
We already know it.
Nice.
I was gonna say, I have no idea what mine would be in Greek.
Me neither.
Technically, my name, I think, is German.
I'm pretty sure mine is Celtic.
My parents just thought it sounded pretty and decided that would work.
I just goofed myself so bad by thinking of the root of my dead name. I was like,
oh no,
that's not my name anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like the root of that name is quite an easy one, actually.
It's not even hard. I know, but I was like, did it start as French? I need to go to bed.
Yeah. Well, on that note, then we're probably going to end this here. But I am going to do sprints tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, so 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll go for a while. But that is all that we're going to do tonight. So good night. Bye.